Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brennan.
And I'm Jordan, and we are still a Deku Scrub. What?
Deku.
Let's go talk to Crazy Mask Man.
You know, and he's like the only, like, absurdly racist Asian guy. How do you turn your head like that, dude? That's not physically possible. I can't do that. His head was almost all...
Just right into it,
like
man.
3/4 of the way backwards.
Hey, you notice this is Saria's song?
Kind of. It's a little more depressing. Left, right, down. Left, right, down.
Yeah, and it's also...
right, down.
Wait.
Left, right, down.
Does that mean that the backwards song of healing would be Saria's song?
I don't know, but the backward song of healing is like really creepy.
But it's totally Saria's song.
But it's super creepy. Whoa, calm down there. Bye! I like how he just waves him goodbye.
He's just like, that's cool.
Oh, you've been turned into a mask.
Aw, poor dude.
Is my butt okay? That's all that matters. Heals evil. Turning him into masks. That's quite the tune. I'm drinking some DP. Oh wait, I'm only reading red. I forgot all about that clause. The red clause. I like how you can't see the guy. Hey! Hey! Oh God! He's right there! Look out! Oh, I'm disappointed. I was getting excited.
So please give me that which you...
I didn't promise.
Last time you got mad at me for skipping all the red text, so...
Hey, dude, you can talk in more than point form, you know that.
Oh my God.
Oh, angry. You're gonna strangle. He's not even really strangling you. He's just shaking your shoulders. Calm down, man. Is your head gonna blow up? Dead.
Oh, more storytelling.
Majora's Mask. Exposition.
A cursed item from the legend.
Ancient tribe. That's not red.
I know, but you still read it because there was some silence there.
Dun 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 dun. The Skull Kid pisses me off in every Zelda game.
We didn't even meet the Skull Kid in the last one.
Majora's Mask. Or Major's Mask. Whoa, nuclear bomb.
Except for that's what happens if you let
the moon hit the Earth?
Yeah.
Well, that's because a moon hitting the Earth would be horrible.
Horrible.
It would destroy the Earth, basically.
It would destroy the Earth before it even hit the Earth.
Wow, I mean, yeah. Also, like, eventually the moon's gonna explode.
Why would you...
Did you know that?
What?
Eventually the moon will explode.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Like, just because eventually, like, all orbiting bodies, just because they reach a point where the gravity is too strong on the planet they're orbiting, and then that's how rings are formed. Oh, I have a really good... So I was reading an article, because I like space. I like space. And I was reading an article about a super Saturn.
Yeah.
So,
I saw that article. I was going to click on it today, but I didn't.
Basically, the gist of the article is, so there's a Saturn, I don't remember what system it's in. But I think it's in the Milky Way.
425 light years
It
away.
doesn't, well, whatever. Anyways, so to put it in perspective, I think it was like the mass is about 8 times our Saturn, 8 to 10. I think that's what it was. Like, mass is different from size, right? It's just heavier. It's denser.
Right.
So,
hey, you want to read that?
Swamp Mountains, Ocean Canyon, whatever. Anyways, 4 areas. It's interrupting my story. The 4 who are there. Oh, enough with the important stuff. Let's just go, Swamp. So basically, how it worked, or how it is like our Saturn, I think our Saturn's rings extend about 115 kilometers out, 150,000 kilometers out, which is really far too. But Saturn's a big planet as well, right?
Right.
Swamp. But, sword. But, would fall. But, the Super Saturn, its rings, I think they estimated them to be 112 million kilometers.
Holy crap.
So they said if it was where our Saturn is in space,
Yep.
like in terms of our solar system, it would be bigger than the moon in the sky.
The rings?
Yeah, the whole object.
Oh, damn.
So that's how big. To put that in perspective, that's how big that thing's rings are. Saturn is really far away. It's just a little tiny speck of light when you're viewing it with the naked eye. Now imagine just this giant object with giant rings that would be visible to the naked eye.
That's ridiculous.
It would probably just look like a big sphere, maybe with a little bit of nuance in it because it's. But yeah.
More exposition.
I like how he walks over the flower. He's like, Duckbill was here. How come Skull Kid looks like a duck?
I don't know
How come
why.
he has a beak?
You mean in the picture?
Yeah.
Well, because you actually get to see his face in this one, and
I know, but why? He's a Skull Kid, or what is he actually? Is he a Deku or a Deku?
Basically, what Skull Kids are they're lost souls.
So are they?
They're not actually called Skull Kids. They're
I don't remember, man.
they're called something. They're called something else.
I know that. I don't know what it is though.
Basically, they're souls that get lost in the forest and they turn into those things.
Okay, did we have to go through the fairies?
And yes, he does have a duck face.
Quack.
How did he get gloves?
Oh man, he's got gloves. It's the end of the world. Now he's gonna be toasty warm because he's got gloves on.
But he's made of wood.
I mean, toasty warm. How do you think trees stay warm? Bark. Shit, just blew your mind, didn't I?
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, so going back to the Super Saturn thing, I then started reading about like habitable planets and stuff.
Right.
And I think they estimated that there's about 40 to I think maybe 40 million habitable planets. They estimated. I don't know if it was in the universe or the galaxy. I think it might have been the galaxy. So.
How many planets did they estimate?
40 million. Habitable. Doesn't mean there's something on.
Right, yeah, no.
It just means it potentially has
the
chance.
the
it has
ability to support life.
Yeah, basically that's what that means.
At least life as we know it on Earth.
Yes. I mean they've said like there might be like a silicate based life form or even ammonia. They've added, I don't know. I mean, but like I was just reading it. It's like super crazy the factors. Like, do you know what a brown dwarf is?
Isn't that like like isn't Saturn or Jupiter one of the two close to a brown
Well,
dwarf?
Jupiter's close to a brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs are usually like kind of between gas giants and stars. So the way they work is their reactions are a little bit slower, and not as big. So they do give off light, but it's mostly infrared. They actually like our star is like crazy stable in terms of energy output. We're actually extremely fortunate that our star is the way it is, because most stars are not as stable, and that's like one of the biggest factors is stability of the star, right? So,
right.
But like brown dwarfs, if like it is possible for a planet to be habitable when orbiting a brown dwarf, but the problem with that is it would have to be close enough to be orbit locked and that it wouldn't rotate.
Right.
So it would have to have a thick enough atmosphere to basically heat the cool side of the planet, and if it had some kind of liquid ocean, probably water. If it was, doesn't necessarily have to be, but it has to be some kind of solvent. If it had a liquid ocean, it would have to be. It could be frozen on the night side, but like it would have to be thawed enough that underneath the ice it was still flowing. But like plants would actually find that planet quite nice because they actually perform better under infrareds. While some processes are easier under infrared light for plants. So they would actually survive better. Plus, they just have to face one side. They don't have to. Yeah, I know. I always thought that was terrifying as a kid.
Yeah.
They don't have to basically face the sun, right? Because they're always facing the sun.
Right.
So plants would find it habitable, but and the one thing about brown dwarfs is, I think they last their lifespan, stars don't. I mean, they last a long time, but relatively speaking, brown dwarfs last 10 times longer or something like that because their reactions are so much slower. So they're actually really stable that way. But yeah, that's what I learned after reading about Super Saturn. I learned about brown dwarfs and habitable planets.
I have actually a follow-up on that. No.
Yeah. What?
Did you know? I didn't know. No thanks. I didn't. Okay. They found out that you can actually slow the speed of light.
Yeah.
I found that an interesting little conundrum, or I guess not really conundrum, but I found that actually quite interesting because that means that they may have that the size of our universe could actually be, or our galaxy could actually be different.
Yeah.
/ universe, I guess, too, because there could be elements out in space that change the speed of light, thus changing our perception of how far away they are.
Yep.
Because we base everything on the speed of light.
Yep. Basically. Yeah, I mean, space is crazy, man.
Space is ridiculous. Space is super cool.
Yeah, it's not even just the fact that we're so insignificant. It's not even that. It's just how crazy
it is, right?
Wow, whoa, that was.
yeah.
It's all the crazy stuff from how almost all spiral galaxies are assumed to have a black hole in the middle. That's how because you need a massive gravity in the middle to make a spiral galaxy, right? So the Milky Way does probably have a black hole in the middle, and it's probably quite large. So yeah, it's just black holes are not even that quasars and all that kind of stuff.
Super interesting.
Yeah, I love space.
Space is awesome.
See, I would have studied more space, but I hate physics, so.
Yeah, physics is a terrible subject too.
Well, I don't think it's a terrible subject. I just don't like doing it. Some people do. That's why they study space, and I don't. I just read about cool shit.
All right. Well, next time on Retroactive, more space.
The final frontier.
And we'll follow that monkey.
Monkey!
Bye, guys.
Diddy Kong. Donkey Kong. Lanky Kong. Tiny Kong and Chunky Kong. Donkey Kong 64.